Uganda, and it is countdown to the deadline within the Uganda Electoral Commission, within which the Uganda Electoral Commission should have announced the winner of Thursday's hotly contested presidential poll, with preliminary numbers placing incumbent President Yoweri Museveni in the lead. The latest results from the commission show that Museveni is at the lead with 58.8% against Bobi Wine's 34%. According to the commission, the results have thus far been collected from 51% of the valid votes cast in the January 14th poll. And before we get the story from Anita Nkonge, let's take a look at the latest numbers from the status that was released by the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission of Uganda, which these are the latest numbers. As you can see there, we have Museveni is leading with a significant margin that is at 5.56 million votes, 58.89%, followed by Robert Chagulanyi, who is at 34%, having garnered so far 3.263% of the votes. Then we have Patrick Muriat, who is having 310,753 votes. That's 3.29%. Then the rest, who are all under 1% so far: Mugisha Muntu, Norbert Mao, Henry Tumukunde, Joseph Kabuleta, and Nancy Kalembe. The only lady is the one who's at the very bottom of the rankings so far. And these are the provisional results, which have put President Museveni at the top at 5.56 million votes so far. And so we could see he's almost over, actually more than 2 million votes ahead of Robert Chagulanyi or Bobi Wine. Some bitter drink for Bobi there. But we shall be getting more updates from our colleagues in Uganda, as well as this update by Anita Nkonge.
It has been an upset for bigwigs in the Ugandan election, with the vice president and at least 8 other cabinet ministers having lost their parliamentary seats in the poll, whose outcome is still being tallied. Friday evening, Sir Robert Chagulanyi, popularly known as Bobi Wine, tweeted, despite the state-sanctioned internet blackout, that his house was under siege by the Ugandan military. The Ugandan military, however, had their own explanation.
We shall continue to give security to all the candidates who are not yet presidents, and we shall continue to give security to all Ugandans.
Bobi Wine, who currently has 34% of the electoral votes, had expressed his cynicism when it comes to the aggregation and tallying of the votes.
General Museveni, aided by Mr. Byabakama, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, other state institutions, and shamelessly some media houses, are trying yet again to usurp the will of the people of Uganda. But Mr. Museveni is deliberately trying to paint a picture that he is in the lead. What a joke.
We say the burden is upon him who asserts the existence of certain facts. So it is the onus is upon candidate Kyagulanyi to show or to prove in what context and how the results are rigged.
The commission went on further to say that the lack of internet connection was not disrupting the transmission of results.
We are not using his local internet to transmit our results. We are using our own system.
Friday also saw a dramatic scene in Busia after Ugandan Defence Force soldier was arrested after being caught allegedly destroying declaration of results forms. But despite the drama, some went home celebrating on Friday after some candidates won their electoral seats.
My opponent, who came second, this is Kamba, did not have any message for the people. His role was to dance for the people. My people don't want a dancer. My people want a spokesperson who can speak for them. My people want a performer who can work for them.
The internet continues to stay down as the end of the election nears. The final tallied votes are expected by the end of Saturday. Anita Nkonge, NTV.
And the interesting thing here so far is that the Vice President of Uganda, as well as at least 8 cabinet ministers, have already lost their seats in the parliamentary elections, because in their system, it's like what we had in Kenya back in the day, where you should first be voted in as an MP, then it has some similarities, then you can be part of the cabinet. And so far, that's at least 9 of the cabinet members in Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's cabinet who have lost their parliamentary seats.